Hello, welcome to this review of St-Rémy XO Brandy. Now, St-Rémy, they're part of Rémy Martin. You know, you've heard of Rémy Martin and Cointreau. It's one company today, Rémy Martin Cointreau. They make the orange liqueur. So this was started in 1881. It's not a cognac. It's the French brandy made outside of the cognac region. Now, if you buy the Rémy Martin, that's made in the cognac region. If you buy the St-Rémy, that's made outside the cognac region. But it's the same company, started by the same people.
So we probably have very similar tasting products here.
Now you bought the VSOP.
I did. I thought it was pretty good, and that's the only reason why I'm trying this is because you said I had to try it because you didn't think I'd be favorable to the style.
Me and my big mouth. Now,
so
what's the difference between a VSOP and an XO brandy?
you tell us.
No, you tell the audience. Do you
I'm
know?
not sure.
Okay, so brandy is usually graded in 3 levels. The VS is like the basic. VS, very smooth, but it probably really stands for very standard. Usually aged 2 to 4 years. Cheap. The VSOP, very smooth old pale, is usually aged 4 to 6 years. And then the XO is usually aged 6 to 10 years.
So what I had was aged 4 years.
4 to 6.
Okay.
This is like 6 to 10.
And I got a deal on that.
Deal of the century.
Yeah.
So he got 200 milliliters for 99 cents. This one here is going to be, you know, obviously over $20. So,
Right.
Anyway, it's
This
available.
is 750 milliliters,
It's a
right?
full size, yeah.
Okay.
It's
So what you're saying is I should have bought them all up.
I mean, assuming you like brandy,
I didn't know.
which is like whiskey made from grapes.
Oh. Got screwed up. Where should I stop?
Where reason would tell you to stop.
That's for you? Is that too much?
Well, it's a little much, but that's all right.
I mean, I could pour less than this one and give it to you, and I'll take that one. You tell me.
No, maybe that's a good idea. Okay. Although neither one of us is going to be driving, so. All right. Anyway, let me see the bottle, if you don't mind.
I need to recap it.
So it's most of the stores around here sell the VSOP, and that's usually a pretty fair price. Now the XO is a little harder to find. I think I bought this at Dormax. Oh, I said 1881. I'm sorry, 1886 is when they started. It's 40% alcohol, so it's not real. It's not a high proof. It says French vineyards, aged in small French oak barrels. It's a brandy of character with complex aromas and rich taste. Recognized for its elegance and roundness, it is best savored neat, meaning room temperature in the glass, on ice or in classic cocktails. That's basically the only way you could drink it. So, brown bottle, that's good, protects it from the light. And that's it, you never had it before. Now they make some really specialty ones, but we don't get those around here, like the really super duper ones. All right.
So it's a color of American whiskey. It's like that
Copper.
copper to gold color. Yeah. If you tilt the glass, you see there's some alcohol legs on it.
Yeah, some drips.
That's what alcohol legs are.
Right, well, I was just saying that because some people ask me, like, what did that mean, alcoholics?
Look it up. Everybody's got Google in their hand. Look it up.
But I don't like to be rude. Okay.
Don't be rude. It's advice. You can smell it's grape.
So, whiskey is brandy made from grain, and brandy is whiskey made from grapes. It's basically the same type product. They distill it. With brandy, they take wine. First they make wine, and then they distill it. And it comes from a Dutch word meaning burnt wine. The Dutch word is Brentwijn, burnt wine. Okay.
Cheers.
Very grapey, yeah.
Yeah.
Like white grapes. Okay. It's got the color from the wood, or maybe if they had a caramel color. Oh wait, we didn't talk about the aroma. Oh yeah, you said grapes. All right.
Plus, this even has that bourbon hug that everybody talks about. It goes down.
Oh,
But it's not as like punchy per se.
but you get the oak, but not charred oak. It's just clean. You can tell it's just wood, not char.
Like wood. I was thinking that's oak from.
They're definitely using oak, French oak. I'd say the body's medium, finish is mostly dry. It's
Clean.
you ever been to the Greek festival and they have those, like the lamb, the ground meat lamb wrapped in the grape leaves? Kind of tastes like grape
Shawarma.
leaves, yeah.
It's definitely a sipper.
But it's not high proof. Like I said, 40%. They're VS, well, they don't make a VS. They start at the mid-level. Well, maybe in France they sell the VS, but over here they only sell the VSOP and the XO. So I know this was introduced in 1990. So this particular version has been on the market for 34 years. They have a woman distiller, a master blender, I mean to say. So the lady that runs the operations of the company is the second woman. There was a woman before her, and they always
Do
tout.
they identify with being women, or are they just female?
They actually are women. It's not a pretend thing, and they.
So what is a woman?
Well, folks, we did a few beer reviews before this, so things do tend to get a little,
Inquiring minds.
off track. But let's stick to the product instead of stating the obvious.
Just mask it.
I think it has some nougat flavors like you get in the Three Musketeers bar, like that fluffy marshmallow thing, nougat. It's not really that, but it's something like that. And then I said the grape leaves, and it's very pleasant. I'm very happy that I bought it because, like I said, it was about $19.99, maybe $20.99.
Did you party when you got it?
And I still got a good 30% left.
Things he does.
And brandy around here, in Louisiana, brandy is kind of set. Like there's a certain number of brands and that's all you ever see. Like there's no deviation. They got the same products all the time. So you could go through all the brandy products and then you'd be kind of stuck because that's all you're going to get. You're going to get Remy Martin, Courvoisier, Hennessy, of course. You've got St-Rémy. You got Hartley if you're poor. $8.99 on sale in Dixie right now. They've got
Hartley.
Yeah, Hartley.
Is it any good?
Well, you can make that argument.
Hardly.
Yeah, hardly good. Yeah, you use Italian brandy. They've got, but you know what I mean. They've got E&J, Christian Brothers.
Christian Brothers is good.
It's pretty good. They got E&J, Christian Brothers. What's the one I'm missing? Sometimes you see Corbel.
We got that Christian Brothers bottle and bond.
The Sacred Bond. That's a really good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't think that's around anymore.
Michael.
Is it?
Oh yeah, Dornax has it. Michael said it was average, but I don't agree with him. But anyway,
They still have it?
Sure, they have it. And then you've got the Paul Masson, of course. Everybody's heard of Paul Masson, Corbel. But when you get past those, there's not much variance. Sometimes you see Salignac, Cognac, and that's about it.
No Trader Joe's or Aldi brands?
There is a Trader Joe's, well, Aldi doesn't sell liquor in the United States, but there is a Trader Joe's brand of French brandy called Pierre du Chien, which I think means Pierre of the dog. But it's pretty it's not too good. I can see why it's $10.99 a liter. It's kind of, but I drank it all. But yeah, so if you go to other states, they might have 50 different brandies. Here we got what I just named, and basically, oh, of course they got the Douce. Forgot about Douce. You know, in that little conical shape. All right, back to this. So,
You finished?
I am finished. How do you score it?
Good, because you said a whole lot and I wasn't allowed to say what I thought.
You got the floor. Go ahead. Run with it.
Thank you. So I'm tasting this, and this has got kind of like a liquor effect going on with it. So, yeah, but you don't get that kind of like tightness in the liqueur going down. This is more loose, like wine. You don't get that whole like grainy or grain alcohol aspect going on with it, where it's kind of husky. It's real smooth. It's sweet. There is that slight oakiness going on. Not charred oak.
Good point.
And I appreciate you sharing this with me, but there is a downside. And the downside is that the brand I had has more flavor.
Oh, you're nuts. You're crazy. You're going mad. Man's going crazy. Well, I don't know. I never did a blind taste.
Oh,
I never did a blind taste test between the VSOP and the XO.
I have the floor. So we're gonna do like Parliament rules. I have the floor. So what I mean by saying this doesn't have as much flavor is because I feel like this has been refined to the point to where it starts pulling all the sweet good flavors out, and it makes this more like a liquor. So this is tasting more like a liquor to me rather than a brandy. So I'm thinking what I have tastes more like a brandy, where it's more fruit flavor, it's sweeter, it's more. This has become like almost like an earth tone a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, brandy is a liquor.
Meaning, like the truth. All right, coming from someone who hasn't had this before, I can only go by what I know as a liquor.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Which would be the grain alcohol liquors. So
okay.
This has become more.
You're more of a brandy. I mean, you're more of a bourbon whiskey person, yeah.
Yeah, to me, this is tasting more like along the lines of the grain alcohol rather than the fruity aspect that I was expecting.
Okay, I don't see that, but okay.
Well, it's because you're biased.
I'm not biased. I just don't see that. I just think it tastes, like brandy, typical. I've got all these other brandies that kind of like similar. Yeah, I like it. Now, I mean, is it like the greatest thing? No. I mean, I'm happy about it. I paid like around $20. I'm happy. I can go to Walmart and get the VSOP for $14.98. That's something to say, I can't get it for 99 cents a 200 milliliter, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's good.
So how do you score it?
Since I never had liquor made out of grapes before,
Oh,
until just recently, time out, let me speak. You gave me the floor, take the gavel. All right, I would say that this is very good. It's very good. I would give this like a 94. I mean, it's very good to almost excellent. But if I had to score this against the 4 to 6 year old, like you say I had, I would score that one higher.
Okay, well, like I said, but honestly,
I like flavor and stuff. If it's not flavored right, I'm just like, well.
Well, you gave it a 94, which is like exceptionally high. I've never actually done a blind taste test between the VSOP and the XO, so I can't really comment.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll go along with that. 94 out of 100. I think it's a most excellent product.
Don't you feel sometimes like when you go against where you take like, for instance, like a base IPA, like a really good IPA, and you put it up against the same brand and they call it a double or a triple or an imperial IPA, in some of those cases, like the base is better than what they jack it
That
up
does
with.
happen. Well, that does happen
That
sometimes.
could also happen with some whiskeys when they.
Well, that does happen. I've had people rag on me because I said I liked the regular Wild Turkey 81 proof over the 101, and people are like, you're crazy. I like the Old Granddad 80 proof over the 100 bottle and bond, and people say, you're crazy. Well, I just thought that the Old Granddad 80 proof had more elaborate flavor, but maybe I'm crazy, you know.
Well, for instance, like you just brought up Wild Turkey. Now, there's several people out there that say the Wild Turkey 101 Rye is better than Rare Breed.
I can't comment on that, but I do plan to buy the 101 Rye. I do plan to buy that, and I noticed that Winn-Dixie had a sale when I was there this morning, and I was like, I'm tempted to buy it, but actually I have a bunch of rye whiskeys ready to go, so I don't need it right now. But I'll wait till the next sale comes up, which I'm sure will happen. So anyway, thanks for trying this. I'm glad you got to try it.
It was good.
You would
Thank
prefer
you.
the VSOP, I guess, but if we ever get those super special St-Rémys around here, we'll try them, but I think they're probably only sold in Europe, unfortunately. All right, so y'all take care, and laissez les bon temps rouler, and we're going to end this review by saying y'all go to France and take a Brandy distillery tour, and there are many offered over there.
Wow. Thank you to go to France.
Yeah, I've flown over France in a plane, but I've never actually been on the ground in France. Just flown over, looked at it, saw all the farms and the hills.
Yeah.